guys, this is your host Shyla Day with Florentino Buenaventura. We are introducing Brendan McCreary from Young, Beautiful, in a Hurry.
This song is called I Got Love.
I've got love for my baby, more than I to have. But people say I should leave you, and I say I'm trying my best. But I'm gonna keep on loving you till I don't have any left. Our life was good when we started. Our love was so very fine. I gave to you all of your loving, and you gave to me all of mine. But I've got love for my baby, more than I to have. But people say I should leave you, and I say I'm trying my best. But I'm gonna keep on loving you till I don't have any left. As always stuck with this love thing, but now we've started to fight. And recently I've been feeling so bad, babe. Please understand me, what's on my mind. And now it's tears and it's crying. I stress but can't fix the pain. And if I could, I would, oh, I would now. I'm not sure I should now. I don't feel the same. Whoa, what is happening here? Light up my lady, just do it for me, please. Just give me that one sweet thing that you, oh, you know that I need. But she didn't know how. Now we're breaking it off, baby. I got left for my baby, more than I have. But people say I should leave you, and I say I'm trying my best. But I'm gonna keep on loving you till I don't have any left. A woman's heart is a treasure for a man, and it's begging command. I try my time, my patience. I speak my language, but she don't understand. Whoa, what is happening here? Light up my lady, just do it for me. Just give me that one sweet thing that you, oh, you know that I need. But she didn't know how. Now we're breaking it off, baby. Oh, 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 oh. But I've got love for my baby, more than I to have. But people say I should leave you. I say I'm trying my best, but I'm gonna keep on loving you till I don't have any left. Till I don't have any left. Till I don't have any left. Till I don't have any left.
All right, so that tune was off my band's first album called Young, Beautiful, in a Hurry, self-titled. This next tune I'm going to play you is brand new. I basically just finished writing it like the other day. And, you know, play it on the radio. Why not? This song's called I'm Amazed.
My baby don't wear no blue jeans. She wears her Sunday best. It's not even Sunday morning. Geez, I'm so impressed. And when I'm making love to her at night, I close my eyes, I'm miles away. And ooh, I'm amazed. Oh, my baby don't pack no suitcase. She's always on the job. She's out there in the big bad world and breaking all kinds of hearts. I know she'll leave me someday, right or wrong. Never loved nobody in vain. But ooh, I'm amazed. And I'm amazed, I'm amazed, I'm amazed. Yes, I'm amazed, I'm amazed, I'm amazed. Ooh, my baby don't watch no movies. Her life is make-believe. She wakes up to the morning light and then she starts to dream. I've got the photographs to prove it all. From here on out it won't be the same. Yeah. And ooh, I'm amazed. Oh, and I'm amazed, I'm amazed, I'm amazed. Yes, I'm amazed, I'm amazed, I'm amazed. I'm amazed, I'm amazed, I'm amazed, I'm amazed. Oh, my baby don't wear no blue jeans. She wears her Sunday best. It's not even Sunday morning. Ooh, ooh, geez, I'm so impressed.
So, this next song I wrote for a TV show called Defiance. It's on Sci-Fi Network. Season 3 is coming out in June, and I'm kind of the resident songwriter on the show. And it's called Flirting with Disaster.
The summertime is here and we will fall in love. There's nothing else on earth can come between us now. And I've seen bluer moons than this one shine above, hanging by a thread, and I can't wait to bed it all. Forget about the world we knew, it's all undone, unraveling forever in this endless love. And we've been waiting here so long, it broke our hearts into a million pieces. Can't wait to pick them up, 'cause I'm flirting with disaster. I like it. I'm playing with fire. I can't wait to get burned. I'm flirting with disaster. I like it. I'm flirting with disaster. The summertime is gone. I feel the autumn shake, waiting in the usual places, garden gates. And we've been waiting here so long, it broke our hearts into a million pieces. Can't wait to pick them up, 'cause I'm flirting with disaster. I like it. I'm playing with fire. I can't wait to get burned. I'm flirting with disaster. I like it. I'm flirting with disaster. Cause I'm flirting with disaster. I like it. I'm playing with fire. I can't wait to get burned. I'm flirting with disaster. I like it. I'm flirting with disaster.
All righty. This is Radio Bandiego. My name is Florentino, and I'm here with my lovely co-host Shyla Day, who is going to be added to the intro very soon. We just brought her in very recently, so we appreciate her coming on. And you just heard Brendan McCurry, and the man is just amazing.
What up? What up?
Hey. So he just did 3 songs. One of those was from the movie or TV show Defiance.
Yes.
And you know what? Had you on for the first show because you've always impressed me. I love your
Thank you.
I love your talent. I love your voice. You're so passionate. We've talked before on the Changing Stage, but this is a whole new listenership for this show. Tell me, Brendan, when did this all start for you?
Probably, I've been playing music and listening to music my whole life, but I think I made the conscious decision when I was about 8th grade. So, however old you are when you're in 8th grade.
For you, what that's that? What 12 years ago?
Yeah, man.
How did the people, how so young, how did everybody else react around you?
Well, here's the truth. I think to a certain degree, no matter how skilled you are as a vocalist or an instrumentalist, your peers and kids around you are always going to be amazed. I think there's something intrinsically fascinating about music and musicians to almost everyone. So I don't know why that is, but it's a really interesting phenomenon. And it's really cool, and I don't think any musician would ever survive without it. The instant, if you're in middle school or high school and you open up your mouth and you're like, la, 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 or you rap something, everyone's going to be like, what the fuck? Oh, my God, And that's the way it happened with me. Like, I was at camp singing some camp song, and some girl was like, hey, you're a good singer. And I was just like, oh, shit, I'm a good singer. And the truth was, I was not. I was just like barking,
But you still like the attention, though.
I think that's where it starts. But also, I do think music is inside everybody, and I think it's just inside certain people a little bit more, in that it compels them to actually find a way to make music.
Come on, you did it for the girls, right?
And the girls. And the boys.
For all of
whomever,
them.
man.
That is awesome. So you've got your group.
Yes.
Beautiful, Young, in a Hurry. I got it right this time.
Yeah, no, you didn't. It's Young, Beautiful, in a Hurry.
Oh, dang it.
But the concept remains the same.
So why be in a hurry? I got to remember that. I always jumble those up.
Yeah.
So tell us about the group.
The group is a band made of myself and most frequently Pete Griffin on bass. And then we have drummers floating in and out pretty frequently because they're always going on world tour. Brian Taylor on drums frequently, and a guy named Punky Balfour on drums very frequently. And we play in LA mostly. And currently, most everybody's on tour, so I am just taking some time to write the next record and be creative. So that's what's going on with the band right now.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting to hear the new track with the horns.
Yeah, so right now, we've got a track coming out for Mother's Day. And the song is called Single Mothers. And I was raised by a single mother. I think a lot of other people are raised. I know lots of single mothers. I'm very passionate about single mothers. And I just had to write an epic, huge Prince mega jam for them.
I appreciate that.
Are
I was
you a
raised
single
by-
mom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
All right.
I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Then, so the only way to do this properly is, of course, with horns. And one of the things I always get frustrated on, you're listening to the radio or whatever, and the horns are there, and it's like you got people like Jay-Z and Beyonce, and they got these horns on there, and they're synth horns.
Yeah.
And it's like these guys have the budgets to put food on people's tables, and for a horn player, that's like, So I was really passionate about putting real horns. So I've got 2 tracks coming out probably in May, Mother's Day-ish. And one is called Single Mothers, the other is called Finer Things, and they both have a badass horn section on them, arranged and recorded by a fella named John Beasley.
The amazing, talented jazz extraordinaire guy.
Yes.
How was it work? How was it to work with John?
Working with John is a blast. He's super chill, super friendly, super nice, very creative. He really unlocked the track Single Mothers. I was really struggling with it. I've been working on it for like 3 years. And he heard it like once, and he was like, "Well, what if we make that, section over here the bridge?" And all of a sudden, the song's like, "Oh," visionary, creative genius, and of course, incredible piano player.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
When are we going to get a chance to actually get a taste of that? When can we feature it on one of the shows?
Oh, probably late April or May. We're cutting a music video for it, and I'm sending it off for mixing next week.
Awesome.
So soon.
Who's shooting the video?
Buddy of mine named Nick Erickson.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is there a special concept you want to release? Want to get a scoop?
So save it for the video.
Oh, okay. So with all of this going on, how do you find time to work on TV shows? And how did you get into doing the TV shows?
Well, the very simple and short answer is I got into doing TV shows because my brother is Bear McCreary, the composer for S.H.I.E.L.D., Walking Dead, Da Vinci's Demons, Black Sails, Outlander, Defiance, and a bunch of other stuff. So anyways, Battlestar Galactica, So the thing that's very unique about Defiance is they have a lot of songs.
Yeah.
And they can't just license them because it takes place in post-apocalyptic Earth. And so there's all sorts of alien races that have been interpreting American popular music. And so I get to write a bunch of originals. I get to do a bunch of covers. I get to do it in a variety of styles. The Defiance Season 2 soundtrack, composed most entirely by me, is coming out in May. I don't have a definitive date yet on Lakeshore Records. It's all songs and no score. And there is like Blues Brothers R&B on there. There's trap. There is various types of electro. I've got like 80s Roxy music type ballad rock, like Dean Martin style crooners. I wrote in so many different genres of music, and
That
it
is
was
so
incredibly
awesome.
fulfilling.
Yeah, it's good to be versatile.
Well, you got to be in this business. There's a samba on there. I'm super proud of the record. It's coming out in May. You got to keep your eyes peeled, ears peeled too. I mean, even if you're not a fan of the show, it's a fantastic record. Tons of different artists on there. It's going to be really great. I'm super proud of it. But that's where my job comes in. Bear couldn't handle the song load, and he encouraged them, well, why don't you hire my brother? And they were like, okay. And
gene pool,
I
man.
didn't let him down. Little nepotism goes a little long of a way.
Well, hey, man, it's all about who you know in this business,
Yes,
right?
indeed.
So that's awesome. So how did you, we talked about before, we've hung out and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. You kind of were raised in an environment where you listened to only a couple of different genres. Where did you get this expanse of understanding all different styles?
So yes, when I grew up, I would say it was an insular household musically and culturally, in that it was like my mother's music, and she loved opera, she loved jazz, she loved old show tunes, Beatles, Joe Cocker, Aretha Franklin, and then some like Irish music like the Chieftains. Aaron Neville was always playing. So these were the kinds of things that I didn't really have a concept of popular music in a contemporary sense. So when I got to 6th grade, everyone was sagging their jeans, listening to this thing called hip hop and Nirvana, and I had no idea what was going on. So fast forward a few years later, or not even a few years later, just a few years ago, I really just started expanding my horizons. And, electronic music has just been getting a lot more popular over the last few years. And I can write pretty much any style of music with a guitar or piano and, other analog instruments. I just use quotation marks for you listeners. And so one of the things, a lot of electronic music was kind of a black magic to me. And for Defiance, the underlying kind of current, at least of season 1, was a lot of dub. There was a lot of dub step influenced, even in the score. So there'd be these like wah, 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 these like warble basses and stuff, wobble basses. And so I learned a couple synthesizers that really blew my mind and opened my... Just learning a synthesizer called Massive was enough to... I was just like, oh, this is how they do it. And then my manager for Christmas a year and a half ago got me Machine. Anyway, it's this incredible drum machine from Native Instruments, same with Massive.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everything that was black magic before was like simple to the push of a button.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I learned how to use the thing in like a month or two, YouTube videos, tutorials, and all of a sudden I was just like, oh, I know how to do that. So that's how I like taught myself a lot of the electronic aspects of certainly the Defiant score, and it's leaking into Young, Beautiful, in a Hurry as well, much for the betterment as well,
So you're talking about all of this technology. How has that influenced your writing and your style?
It's an interesting question. Up until a few years ago, I would sit in the living room with an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, or my keyboard and write a song and play it for 3 months and write the lyrics slowly and then kind of arrange it, at my leisure. And starting, ironically, with Single Mothers, the single that we were discussing earlier, that was the first song that I wrote. Honest to God, I wrote it with a drum machine. I had a little drum machine on my iPad, which is the first drum machine I ever used. And I came up with this beat. And it was like, a cool beat. And I just flew it into Pro Tools. And I started writing a song in the exact opposite way of sitting and experiencing the song in a kind of an acoustic, analog kind of environment. And in a kind of a Lego environment. Cut and paste. Here's this thing. Oh my God. And then after working on Defiance, I basically don't have time as a professional creative person to do that anymore. So I just got to write.
Hey, I hear that music coming in. Brendan, we're going to resume that thought here in the next segment, and we're going to talk about the industry in general.
Sure.
And, everybody stay tuned. This is Radio Bandiego with Shyla Day, Florentino Buenaventura, and Mr. Brendan McCurry of Young, Beautiful, in a Hurry. I got it right that time. We'll be right back, folks. All righty. We are back with Radio Bandiego, powered by the mighty WS Radio, the worldwide leader in internet talk radio. And I'm here with my co-host, Shyla Day.
What's up, guys?
Hey, and Brendan McCurry. And we were just talking about Brendan's career. And he's had an amazing one as he's building kind of a parallel career in both the music world with Young, Beautiful, in a Hurry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get that right. So
you did it just now.
I keep doing it. And then... as well as Defiance and the many other TV shows, and you've done movies too. So
yeah.
So Shyla is an aspiring artist as well. She's done some crazy things. You got a chance to play for the Grammys and stuff like that. And you've done some interviews and
I've done a few things, yeah. But let's talk about Brendan here.
Oh, thanks.
All right, it's all about you today.
I do love to talk about myself.
Tell us about a little bit about what you're doing in TV and film. So what is your main thing that you like to do?
So the thing that I do currently, although not limited to, with Defiance, is I write custom songs that very frequently fit to picture, like straight down to the time code. So it's really an awesome songwriting experience. For example, I'm given a montage or a scene, like a scene in which, say, there is a fight happening, and there's an argument, and it escalates, and then the showrunner will tell me, and right when she throws the first punch and it connects, we should get to the chorus or something, or so the energy needs to ramp up. So it's kind of a different school of songwriting thought in which it functions simultaneously as song, but also score. And it's really exciting to write songs in that way because A, it's not a traditional songwriting experience, you know, and B, it's almost liberating. I get to look at the scene. I know what the characters are thinking and feeling. For example, in that particular scene, one of the main characters was high as a kite. So I had to make it all spacey and spooky and weird, you know. And then it's just like, well, I got to get to the chorus here. You don't need to, you know. So instead of it feeling like you have fences around you, it really blossoms. A lot of times I get instructions, like, for example, the showrunner's like, I really love, I want this to sound like Roxy music. I'd never even heard Brian Ferry or Roxy music. And I just, YouTubed and like Avalon comes on and I'm just like, all right, lots of chorus, reverb, and a sax solo. Motherfucker, let's go. And then the song's written, So it's really exciting. The other thing I do frequently is, write songs for movies. I did a wonderful indie film over the summer called The Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie, which if you're not a fan of James Rolfe's Angry Video Game Nerd, you should go check it out. If you're any kind of gamer at all, go check out cinemassacre.com. And he released his indie film, and I got to write 2 very awesome over-the-top metal songs for the show. And one was called Nerds Before Birds. This is available on iTunes right now. You should go check it out because it is awesome. It's like this kind of hair metal 80s Ronnie James Dio homage with tons of like 8-bit chiptune synths and stuff. And it's one of my crowning achievements. Actually, I'm very proud of it.
Let's take a step back. You were talking about TV and you were talking about all of the instructions. Coming from a songwriting standpoint, you seem to think that it blossoms you. You know what I mean? That it's not a limitation. Can you explain that process to me?
Yeah, it's an important distinction because the real limit of creativity is not having any limits.
True.
When you are inhibited by something, you have to you don't even need to make the best of it. You need to make it. So in that way, like, for example, like for someone starting out and it's just them and their guitar or their keyboard, everything is the most amazing, most important thing ever. When the truth is, it's quite the opposite. And it's hard to wrap your mind around it because it kind of sounds like mean or something. But when you have no horizon, you also there's no road, so you have to pave the road yourself, and you have to do all this, which is possible, and artists do it all the time, and it's important to do that. But when you're on a time crunch and you've got a week to write 5 songs, fully produce them, and record them, and deliver them, you don't have any time to really worry about it. And honest to God, under those circumstances, I as an artist find that's just when the creativity just goes bam.
You work well under pressure.
Oh, big time. And the interesting thing about it is when it's go time, the first idea you come up with, that's the song, that's the hook. I don't have time to like redo it or think about it or feel it out. You just go for it and you dive in and you just trust that it's going to be awesome. And it usually ends up being that way. Making that translation to my own creative work, my life outside of TV, like YBH, Young, Beautiful, in a Hurry, has been a very challenging transition to make because Young, Beautiful, in a Hurry is my thing. I have no limits. I can just do whatever I want.
Would you say that the limitations are different in Young, Beautiful, in a Hurry and with TV? Like, what are the differences between the two?
Well, Young, Beautiful, in a Hurry, like any creative project, it just comes from inside me.
So it's a little less stressful?
It's way more stressful.
Oh, it's more stressful.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because, when it's your baby and it's, the baby analogy, like what do parents care more for in the world? Their baby.
Yeah.
And when you care is when you run into trouble. That's when, everything matters. When it doesn't matter, you're free. It's just like flying through the sky, and it's just like everything I'm making is awesome. But when it comes to your own work, there's insecurities and just creativity. It's like you're making love to yourself all the time, and you want to please your lover, and it's just like it's a really challenging thing.
Because you do most of your production for the TV show stuff, but you bring in producers for your.
I've been working with
yourself.
Producers as a new thing.
Yeah.
And for the most part, what I need in a producer and what I look for in a producer is a lot of times very organizational and arrangement. You know, sometimes I've got too many good ideas in a song, which I think is a common symptom for most songwriters. Better than having too many bad ideas. But usually it's like too many good ideas. Oh, we got this hook, okay, too many hooks, or, you know, this is a different song. That song I just played, I'm Amazed. I've written 3 different versions of that song in which the chorus was like, I had like this Beach Boys chorus, and then I went into this like electro chorus, and finally I was just like, man, I just gotta keep, this is just like an acoustic guitar tune. I just gotta like keep it, just chill out, and it took me like a year and a half to do that. So that's the kind of time frame you're looking at when it's your own artistry. When it's your own creativity, it can be very challenging.
Given the limitations that you have just told us about, let's talk about how it's different, writing for so many different things, how you kind of balance that, and how you balanced, and what you would tell other artists in similar situations or people who want to be in similar situations at one point. What would you let them know about how to balance these things?
The challenge that I've been facing is that there should be no balance. There should be no distinction. If it comes from you, it comes from you. And everyone's been telling me this for years, and it's like, no, this is different than my thing, and it's not, right? If it comes from the same source, then there is no balance needed. Of the Defiant Season 2 songs, one of them I ended up just kind of, I had sort of written before the show, and I put it in the show, and it ended up just becoming, everyone loved it. It's called Eaten Alive. And I ended up like flying it into YBH because it was just, and I played it a bunch of shows, and people were just like, what? So there doesn't necessarily need to be a distinction. I think part of the challenge is the need to constantly feel like you have to pigeonhole yourself or paint yourself in a particular light, which is both good and also kind of frustrating. Because you feel, I'm not marketable if I'm not like soul guy, or if I'm not folk person, or if I'm not hip hop person. And that is a challenge.
You've shown us a lot of versatility today. Just from what you're saying, I really appreciate your talent.
Thank you.
That is awesome. We got about a minute left, Brendan. Tell us kind of where the next steps are. Where can people see? I mean, we got the songs coming out for Mother's Day. What are the things you have planned?
Well, we got Defiant Season 2 record coming out in May. Once again, extremely proud of this record. Lots of different types of songs. Fantastic record. I just started work on Defiance Season 3. So that's going to be occupying my time for a good portion of this year. And then in general, YBH and I are going to be just kind of pumping out singles this year. The old
that
album
seems to be the way things are going nowadays.
Yeah, it is to a certain degree. So I think we're just going to try to like pop, do a couple songs throughout the year, and we'll just kind of sprinkle them that way.
That's awesome. Well, I want to hear a Queen like remake album from you because you do Queen stuff.
I can actually play you a Queen song in this next segment. Is that kosher?
We don't. We have to keep it. We have
Say
to keep
no
it original.
more.
Yeah, we have to keep it original. But we're going to be coming back. That's kind of a good segue, though. We are going to be coming back very shortly. Brendan's going to be doing some work on a keyboard, as well as you're going to play another guitar track for us, and obviously you're going to be singing your heart out. We want to feature your original stuff, so it's going to be pretty amazing. We are Radio Bandiego. My name is Florentino Buenaventura, and I'm here with the amazingly talented Shyla Day, who is coming on board with us as a new show host, and Brendan McCreary. You are the man we're going to be listening to here in a few short minutes. Again, stay tuned.
Hey guys, this is your host Shyla Day with Florentino Buenaventura. We are with Radio Bandiego and Brendan McCreary.
Hello.
Take it away.
This song is called The Worst Is Yet to Come, and it is on my album called Royalty with Young, Beautiful, and Hurry.
Got a special something in my mind for you, waiting, taking worth of sound advice, all free for you. Scrimping, saving. I don't wanna be a part of it. I don't wanna hear half of it. Fingers crossed and I don't care at all. The worst is yet to come. Got a hard luck story that I'll read to you. Heroes, villains, often out of ordinary, strange but true. Twisted, wicked. I don't wanna be a part of it. I don't wanna hear half of it. Fingers crossed and I don't care at all. The worst, the worst, the worst is yet to come. Better believe it. The worst is yet to come. The worst is yet to come. Got a special something in my mind for you. Twisted, cheated. I heap and help and eat your heart up. Sand and blue. Wasted, cheated. I don't wanna be a part of it. I don't wanna hear half of it. Cross my heart, I'd rather hope to die. No, no. The worst, the worst, the worst is yet to come. Better believe it. The worst is yet to come. The worst is yet to come. The worst is yet to come. The worst is yet to come.
The song is called Keep On Moving.
You know you make me wanna live a little larger, laugh a little louder, love a little longer, work a little harder, stand a little taller, sing another song and keep on moving. It's 1 a.m. and I'm running late. Always missing that midnight train. It's such a mess, but I can't complain. Take a look at the state I'm in. Honestly, I know that things are changing. You know you make me wanna live a little larger, laugh a little louder, love a little longer, work a little harder, stand a little taller, sing another song and keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. It's only fair, we can't always win. One thing ends, another begins. live a little larger, laugh a little louder, love a little longer, work a little harder, stand a little taller, sing another song and keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Work a little harder, stand a little taller, love a little longer, work a little harder, stand a little taller, sing another song, keep on moving. It's 1 a.m. and I'm running late, always missing that midnight train.
So I think we got time for one more here. Picking up my guitar, people. Here we go. This song is called A Song to Give You.
You look so beautiful in the rain. Don't put your coat on, baby. Just come outside and sit with me. Talk to me and tell me all the things on your mind, 'cause nothing is on mine. Now I worry I've lost something that can't be found. I've looked around, up and down this place now for days, and I'll sing you a love song, a song to give you love, 'cause you are the only girl I'm thinking of. Well, and I say sing a new song. I've got it now, it's on my breath, the tip of my tongue. I seem to forget, I delay, 'cause something's gotta change. Now I worry that you won't stay, that I might leave. The risks we take to give but not receive, I delay, and I'll sing you a love song, a song to give you love, 'cause you are the only girl I'm thinking of. Well, and I sing na 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 na, and I sing na 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 na. So beautiful in the rain, in this time and in this place. Just come outside and sit with me, talk to me, tell me all the things on your mind. Ooh, and I'll sing you a love song, a song to give you love, 'cause you are the only girl I'm thinking of. Well, and I sing na 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 na, and I sing na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na. Ooh,
Thank you, Radio Bandiego.
Amazing. Hey guys, this is Shyla Day again with Florentino Buenaventura. This is Brendan. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
You are phenomenal. You are listening to Radio Bandiego. Thanks, you guys.